Alola! This is the Shining Ally again. I'm going to bring you another live Wi-Fi battle, 6v6 singles, with a good friend of mine, Chris. Now, he's agreed to battle this evening. We had battled previously before under recording, but unfortunately it faced another DC, so we didn't want to upload that. But we are going to go ahead and have take two with the battle, bringing in the same team that we had brought in the last battle that you saw last Sunday. I believe it should be last Sunday at this point, against my brother. So Chris has accepted our challenge, and we will be getting underway. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos so far. I've been having fun making them, and we'll see what we're gonna have in store this time. Chris is a phenomenal trainer, definitely rising in the ranks of a very strong 6v6 battler, and I will be honest, during our last recording before it canceled out, he was winning. So I'm really bummed that you didn't get to see that, only I did. But we will go ahead and try again and see if we can perform better and give Chris a better battle this time. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the regular training music just for sake of simplicity, and we will get underway. So, and of course you're familiar with our team members. Okay, so Chris will be bringing an Incineroar, a Gliscor, an Alolan Ninetales, a Como-O, fighting dragon type, a Venusaur, and a Milotic. So we have, it's a pretty well-balanced team here, honestly. He has a fire, grass, water core, along with some, no shared dual types from the looks of it. The Gliscor being a fly and ground type, Como-O being a fighting dragon type, and the Alolan Ninetales being an ice fairy type. So we, have, the first opening is going to be hit or miss, depending on if it's a good situation for him or not. I don't know I can't remember what he opened with last time. I think it was the Incineroar. Try not to base on that knowledge. I'm gonna just go for the safe Intimidate opening with Cyrus, and we will go from there. And we selected our 6, and now we are underway. Get a drink real quick. Nothing like ice water on a hot summer day. So we're recording this the day before the eclipse that's happening over the Midwestern part of the United States. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. By the time this is uploaded, the eclipse has already happened, and I hope everything is going well in regards to that. So we're gonna open up with Cyrus again. This time setting off the Intimidate on the Incineroar. He may very well switch out or stay in and try to do something. I'm going to Dragon Dance. I feel like I'm going to regret that in some way. I can't remember exactly what the special ability is for Incineroar for its signature move. I think it copies the stat changes or neutralizes the stat changes. So I don't know if he's going to open up with that, predicting the Dragon Dance, or if he's going to switch out because of the Intimidate. Now, for those who don't know, Intimidate actually is the ability that Pokemon like Gyarados has that will lower the attack stage 33% from its initial value, so it'll be at 66.7% power. Math. I love the math aspect. But bottom line, Intimidate is really good to shut down a lot of physical attackers to lessen their power. That difference from a lot of special attackers. But that might be a lot of knowledge you guys may or may not would have wanted to know. Okay, so he goes ahead for the Fake Out, which goes first even though I'm faster, and I will automatically flinch. But he took damage because of the Rocky Helmet, which is fine with me. He may switch out or he might stay in, I don't know. But I'm going to Dragon Dance and try to set up a little bit and try to be a little bit more, hard hitting this time. I'm not sure what he's going to have. I'm really not sure. But I know we're going to want to be a little more careful with Cyrus this time. We want to keep him around for that Gliscor. Gliscor is a flying ground type. Both types are weak to ice, and Cyrus has an ice type move called Ice Fang that usually does very well in ice types. He goes ahead and switches out to Kommo-o, a fighting dragon type. We will set up with your Dragon Dance. And I'm going to go straight up for an Ice Fang because ice is super effective against dragon types. And this should do a lot. I do not think it would kill, despite the fact that Cyrus is a very much a powerhouse on this team. And yeah, it does quite a bit. Clanging Scales. I live on 6! I don't know. Well, that was nice. I'm gonna go straight up for the Earthquake. Yeah, we'll go for the Earthquake and knock out this Kommo-o. I do not think it has a move that can go faster than me here, but I'm most certain he'll be switching out into his fake out user Incineroar and then taking the damage. We'll see what happens though. He withdraws Kommo-o. I'm kind of surprised with that. He switches out into Eve, the Milotic. This should do a decent amount, but since it's not a stab move, it'll do a neutral amount. That's his physical wall. The reason why, even if I was at a +1 attack, which raises my attack power by 50%, so I do 150% damage. Even with that, this Eve is able to take it. I really don't have a switch in for this Milotic, because it could have Ice Beam, which could kill Torterra, even though grass is good against water. We might have to let Cyrus go down. And I know I said that we needed to keep him for that Gliscor, but what else can we use to kill the Gliscor if need be? He might be trying to scare me out with this. I'm really not sure what he wants to do. We can try to do as much damage as we can on this, because Milotic is a very bulky Pokemon as well. We'll switch out into... We'll go for a Waterfall. Now Waterfall has a chance to flinch, so we're going with a little bit of luck here. And water resists water. We'll see what happens. In case he were to, you know, think ahead and go for a switch. And we get the flinch. Chris, I'm sorry. I mean, alright. Pokemon is all about hacks. And I mentally chose to pick Waterfall for the chance of that benefiting, but I would have been fine without it. But it played out into our favor this time. So I'm going to go ahead for Earthquake. It should do just enough to kill, but he protects, which I didn't realize that the Milotic had Protect. So it should live another Earthquake from this range of health after the Leftovers recovery. I still think I want to go for Earthquake, in case last time was a low roll. Either way, Eve is going to go down really soon, or Gyarados is not going down without a fight. Does that kill? I can't tell. It does get the kill. Cyrus knocks down Eve, the Milotic. So that is our first kill of the match. And Incineroar comes out to seek its revenge right now. Alright, so not many things on my team want to face this Incineroar. But I know that Lycanroc would. If he goes for a Fire type move or the Fake Out, I will resist it because Rock resists Fire and Normal type, which Fake Out is a Normal type move. So I think that's my safest bet. The other option was to switch out into Chandelure, where Fake Out would not have done enough damage, but I would have nothing against it since we are both Fire types, and Incineroar being part Dark would be good against Ghost types, because Dark is good against Ghosts. So I think the best bet would be to switch out into the Kynarian Lycanroc, midday form, and try to scare this thing away with a Rock Slide of sorts. But Cyrus did a lot of work, and I'm very pleased with it. Shiny! He does go for the fake out. He had to. In a situation like that, he really had to go for that move. Well, that's a crit fake out. Chip damage. I think he's more likely to go out into the Venusaur or the Gliscor this turn. So I'm gonna predict that and go for a Sword Stance. Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure Incineroar is gonna get scared out. So a Sword Stance would be boost up the attack stat that Canarian has. Now, if only we had the Rock EMZ. I said that last time, but I was glad we had the Fight EMZ. Venusaur is a grass poison type, and poison resists fighting, so doing the Fight EMZ will not be any good. So we're gonna unfortunately have to go for a Rock Slide, which is neutral, but hope I get a flinch. Unfortunately, in situations like this, Rock Slide can cause a 30% chance to flinch, and it does Mega Evolve. Mega Venusaur comes out to play. Rock Slide +2, it does connect. And that does quite a bit, over half. And it gets the flinch. This is a very one-sided game. Hacks in Pokemon is just when something goes in the favor of one person because of luck. And this is the factor where luck is on my side, unfortunately, and it does take out the Mega Venusaur. I don't think Chris is going to be happy with this. No, if I were Chris, I'd be really fuming right now. Como-O is going to come on out. And I'm going to go ahead and Brick Break to take this thing out. At +2, we should take it out at this range. And we do take down Como-O. So, Canarian is taking down 2 Pokemon. And Chris has 3 left. The Gliscor, the Incineroar, and there's the Gliscor. I'm going to predict the Protect and go for a Sword Stance, because I need to start making plays. I go for the Sword Stance and he stays out. He may very well be going through an Earthquake right here. And he does. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame him. Okay, Canarian goes down. He's done enough damage to his team. I'm sure he was really wanting to get rid of this thing. Good work, Canarian. Very well played. Now, Scorpio is going to be quite a problem right now. Okay, we're going to switch on the Scizor, because we are defensive while this thing is defensive, so we can build up our attack stat. In case he wants to switch out. He may very well want to switch out into the Incineroar, because Fire is the only real answer for a Scizor. Bug and Steel combined have only one true weakness, and that's Fire. So I'm banking that he's going to switch out, and he does not. So that'll hurt me a little bit. He should be faster, so he'll probably go for an Earthquake or his own Sword Stance here. He goes for an Earthquake, and that's fine. So we're going to get a U-turn off to get some chip damage. I'm going to see how much it does. It's resisted. Doesn't do enough. Okay. Alright. We will go out to Torterra. Torterra did very well against this thing in the last battle that was done off screen. Grass types resist ground type moves like Earthquake. And he remembers how I did this last time, so I'm gonna go for the Seed Bomb. Try to do as much damage as I can. And he goes for knockoff to get rid of my life orb. Revealing the knockoff. A dark type move, so not terrible, but not amazing either. So the goal right now is to let him try to take down this Torterra. I'm going to set up a Rock Polish, predicting the Protect. He Sword Stance this turn. We're going to set up the Rock Polish this turn. So it'll boost our speed, so we should be faster than just about every Pokemon on his team. Rock Polish increases speed by up to 200%, the initial value. So I'll just Seed Bomb. It's powerful stab type move. What will you do, Chris? So I'll go for the Seed Bomb. Going first now. Grass is good against ground types, but weak against flying, so it will do neutral damage. And the Poison Heal is Gliscor's hidden ability, which allows it to heal 1/8 of its HP, which is a lot, at the end of every turn because of the Poison Heal. If I had Worry Seed, it would shut down this. Worry Seed is a move that changes the ability of your opponent's active Pokemon until it switches out, which will allow it to take poison damage instead of recovering from it. But it's very situational. It's not something I would run. He might switch, he might Protect, and he stays in and takes another Seed Bomb to the face. Okay. That's fine. Go for the Sword Stance, man. I'm locked into going for Seed Bomb at this point. He's trying to take me out in one fell swoop. And I'm trying to whittle him down enough where Alea can come in here and do enough damage to him. And he's going to go for an Earthquake. He's at +4, so this will do 200% damage. Yeah, that should knock me out right there. It's a crit. Okay. Okay. So we are in a situation where we need to get this thing out of here. We will switch out to Chandelure, and we will go ahead and attack it with an Overheat. Do I want to go for Overheat? Yes. It's a chance to miss, that's why I hesitate. But I'm going to go for the Overheat. And it connects, it should knock out the Gliscor at this range of HP. So Gliscor was a big threat. I'm glad we got rid of that. Okay. He has 2 Pokemon left. He has the Incineroar and he has the Alolan Ninetales in the back. What I want to do, because that Alolan Ninetales is dead with a Scizor on my side, I'm going to switch out into Cyrus, and even though it's at 6 HP, Cyrus will probably fall, but he will intimidate Incineroar to lower his attack stat and do extra damage due to the Rocky Helmet. And then at that point we can switch into, I'm going to switch into the Shining Ally to finish up with a Flame Charge. So we'll go ahead and get an Intimidate off. Darkest Laris is the move choice. That's half what I expected. He gets Rocky Helmet though, which is fine. And we will go ahead and switch it to the Shining Ally. Okay. Do we want a Flame Charge, or do we want to take this thing out upright? I think we might just want to go straight for the attack. I know I mentioned the Flame Charge earlier, but let's be safe and go for the multi-attack, because as long as we have Scizor in the back, we're fine. Because Fairy and Ice, which Alola Ninetales is weak to Steel, so it'll fall to 1 Bullet Punch. So he's deciding whether he wants to switch out into the Alola Ninetales right now, and he chooses to stay in. We are faster because this cat of Tony the Tiger is slow. We go for the multi-attack, and it's a crit, but I don't think the crit matter. And it'll go down here, and in will come the Alola Ninetales to try to finish us off. We'll just go for a multi-attack. It'll do neutral damage, but it's our most powerful move. We want to get rid of any sash that it might have. He may very well have a Z Crystal, if not Blizzard. He has Dazzling Gleam, so he has a Fairy type move. Holding the Life Orb, so trying to boost up its attack by like 30%. Alola Ninetales is great, but unfortunately it's unfortunately too weak for it to be too effective. So it'll go ahead and take the Shiny Ally out, which will allow us to get a free turn to get into Scizor, Bullet Punch, and finish this game off. It was a very well-constructed team. My opponent did very well, but I think what really helped us to win this time was the hacks in our side with the flinches. I think we had 2 flinches, 1 Rock Slide flinch and 1 Waterfall flinch. So really, I mean, the last battle I had with my brother, he did not have any sort of flinches at all, or hacks where someone got paralysis or critted for it to matter. So we ended up winning with an unfair advantage, a lot of people would say, but a win is a win, and I know we will definitely see Chris a lot more in this channel. I mean, the fact that it was a 2-0 win in our favor, it could have gone either way. So Chris did a fantastic job, and the fact that he, was pretty much wiping the floor with me with the last battle that was unrecorded tells you that he's a very strong trainer. So I will not underestimate Chris and his power, and we'll definitely see him again in some battle royales and single battles in the future. So that's all the time we have for today. So this is the Shining Ally. Stay loyal, stay bright, and don't forget to share light.